The Asian Tour season, which began 11 months ago in the Philippines, ends today in the Saudi capital of Riyadh on the challenging desert course at 𝗖𝗢𝗠𝗡𝗠 Golf and Country Club. Australia's Jack Thompson has already achieved his first objective this week by retaining his tour card. Now he wants to go on and win the tournament. And once again, he'll have Bjorn Hellgren of Sweden for company. They lead going into the final round, both seeking their first tour victory. Charles Porter of the USA is their closest challenger, just 2 behind. Another player looking to win for the first time on tour. Meanwhile, 𝗚𝗢𝗓𝗓𝗓 looks set to win the Order of Merit title, just ahead of Scott Vincent. While the players with a slightly nervous air about them today are those looking for a card-retaining finish in the top 65. Welcome to the final round of the Saudi Open, presented by PIF. Hello and welcome to the final round highlights of the Saudi Open, presented by PIF, the final stop on the 2025 Asian Tour. And there's still plenty at stake, from crowning the Order of Merit champion to players battling to secure their cards for next season. And for the very first time, the Asian Tour heads to a new venue, the stunning 𝗖𝗢𝗠𝗡𝗠 Golf and Country Club. Just a 45-minute drive from central Riyadh. It's a par 72 course, 7,280 yards, and the greens are reading 10 feet 3 on the stimp meter. Well, the day started fairly misty and grey, but the blue sky's breaking through. It's not that warm though, not for Saudi, just around 20 degrees. A little bit more humid too at 63%. I'm Dougie Donnelly, Anthony Kang with me in the booth, and Tim Lowe following the leaders. So here's how the leaderboard looked after round 3. Jack Thompson of Australia and Bjorn Hellgren of Sweden tied for the lead at 18 under par. Charles Porter of the US is 2 back. Then it's Ervin Chang and 𝗖𝗢𝗠𝗠𝗠𝗠𝗠 on 15 under. So let's take a look at what's been happening early on in round 4. So much to be decided today. James Piot of the US, one of those players desperately looking for a good finish. Got himself off to a great start at the 4th with an eagle. Piot now needing a top 10 finish. And as for 𝗚𝗢𝗓𝗓𝗓, what a season he's had. It's just been fantastic. This for a birdie at the 3rd. Looks like it's going to be his day and his season.
Thailand's 𝗖𝗢𝗠𝗠𝗠𝗠 eyeing a top 3 finish. Just started the day 2 shots outside of that 3rd place at this 214-yard par 3 second. The hardest hole on the golf course. Most welcome birdie early in the round, moving up to 16 under par. And Indonesia's Jonathan Wiono also needing a top 3. Started the day in 7th, 3 shots out of the 3rd place. With this beautiful tee shot at this long par 3 with a nice little bounce. Will pick up his first birdie of the round. We'll add another birdie at the very next hole. He's still in 7th, but 1 shot out of 3rd. And starting as a co-leader alongside Bjorn Hellgren, Jack Thompson here at the short par 4. With this beautiful birdie, Jack Thompson edges 1 shot ahead of Hellgren.
Jack Thompson at the par 5 4th. That's pretty well a must-make birdie. So back-to-back birdies for the man from Adelaide. And he edges 1 ahead of Bjorn Hellgren. What a contest these two have had. They've played together all 4 days. And they've been swapping places at the top of the leaderboard for most of that. At the moment, it's Thompson by 1. Charles Porter, 4 straight pars to begin his final round. So he's still on 16 under. He's been joined by 𝗖𝗢𝗠𝗠𝗠𝗠𝗠, by Ervin Chang, by 𝗖𝗢𝗠𝗠𝗠𝗠𝗠𝗠 with Wiono and Piot inside the top 8. Now Wiono, what a day it could be for the Indonesian. Oh, what a day indeed. Well, it's been an eventful day for Ahmad Baig, the Pakistani. This for a birdie. He was 2 over after 3 holes. Then he birdied the 4th and then made a hole-in-one at the 7th.
Well, after scaring the hole with his 3rd shot, Jonathan �𝗢𝗠𝗠 off to a quick start, looking for his 3rd birdie in his opening 6 holes. Jonathan �𝗢𝗠𝗠 moving up to 3rd.
Problems here for Jack Thompson. Into the desert, barely has a backswing, doesn't have much of a follow-through as well. It's a decent lie, compacted sand, but he's really just thinking somewhere up the front right edge of the green. Oh, he's manufactured something special. That's better than short right of the green. What a shot from Jackie.
And Chansey Chang, 3 under for his round without a bogey on his scorecard. He is right on that mark, just outside the 65th mark at the moment.
You've got to finish in the top 65 in the Asian Tour Order of Merit. There's how it looks at this moment. It's changing constantly, obviously.
Excellent shot from Jack Thompson. He would have taken that in a heartbeat if you offered it to him in the left trees. Got to be careful with this, but second half's going to be pretty racy.
How about that for a birdie for Jack Thompson? Not only was it an escape from a pretty tough area, but 3 consecutive birdies. 3rd shot for Jazz into the par 5.
Ahmad Baig, the Pakistani #1. This for a birdie at 11. Oh.
Irving Chang birdie to get to 17 under. Oh, well done by Irving Chang. 4 strokes back of Jack Thompson.
Yeah, 𝗖𝗢𝗠𝗠𝗠𝗠𝗠 continuing his challenge at the top of the leaderboard. Moves to within 4 at 17 under.
A bogey putt for Chansey Chang. Unfortunate bogey coming very late in his round, but he's got to muster up all his winning experience. For birdie for James Piot. This could sneak him back inside the 65 mark. He'll want a do-over on that attempt.
It's a more comfortable shot, I feel, coming out of this first cut of rough. Just feels like you got a little bit of cushion, a little room for error underneath the ball. But doesn't have to do anything crazy with this. Just try and flight it low and get it chasing. Needed to land that one on the green, I feel.
This rather slow putt. It goes uphill gently right there. Oh, it looks like the speed is great.
Gently downhill. Slope should push it a little bit to the left.
He needed that. That'll make him feel a whole lot better. 3rd birdie of the round, 2nd in the last 3 holes. Only 1 behind again.
A 2nd shot for 𝗖𝗢𝗠𝗠𝗠, just coming out of the light rough, should be controllable.
Might just want to move fractionally to the right, but nothing more than sort of start this on the edge of the hole, I have to say.
First birdie of the round for the tall American. Yono must feel, as everyone else in his position does, that he has to take every one of those chances, and he's taken that one. Well done, the Indonesian.
𝗚𝗢𝗡𝗡𝗧𝗬, birdie attempt at the 12th. This will be extremely helpful. Oh, well done by Baig. That moving up to tied 10th.
Well, he's missed the green, but at least he's missed it on the correct side. Lots of real estate to work with. Everything works uphill towards this whole location from this angle. It's a slow-looking lie, so you just got to hit this a fraction harder.
𝗚𝗢𝗡𝗡𝗧𝗬 trying to create those opportunities for next year. Oh, great putt.
Another solid hole without incident. When you're trying to seal the deal and pick up a first Asian Tour title, every little bit of confidence you can get is like gold dust.
And that is only the second bogey of the week for Jack Thompson. So once again we have the same two players tied at the top of the leaderboard. Bjorn Hellgren of Sweden, Jack Thompson of Australia. Welcome back to the final round highlights of the Saudi Open, presented by PIF. Earlier this week, we caught up with 𝗖𝗢𝗡𝗠𝗠𝗨𝗡𝗧𝗬, the Commissioner and CEO of the Asian Tour, who reflected on some of his standout memories from the season and what it means to bring the Asian Tour finale to the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia.
I would say there's two main highlights of 2025. One is the return of the Singapore Open. The Singapore Open's always been a really important tournament for the Asian Tour, and to be able to bring that back together with a tour partner in 𝗚𝗢𝗡𝗡 was brilliant. And without a doubt, Miguel Tabuena winning in Manila at IS Philippines was probably the highlight of the year. The atmosphere, a local player winning in front of his friends, family, local fans, it was awesome. 2025 has been a really solid year for the Asian Tour. We've had 21 events, visited over a dozen countries. 2 players have been promoted to Live Golf via the International Series rankings. We're finishing right here in Saudi Arabia. We have such a strong relationship with Golf Saudi and Saudi Arabia in general. We finish both tours, the ADT and the Asian Tour, in Saudi Arabia. It's a relationship that's going from strength to strength. We're at a really interesting venue this week. We're at Dirab Golf Club, and it's where golf originated in Saudi Arabia. And it's a great old traditional layout. The players have all raved about the grass condition here and the layout being a traditional type of golf course. It's very similar to what we see in Hong Kong at Hong Kong Golf Club, and it's going to be a great test of golf and a great way to end the season.
Yes, it's always a pleasure to be back here in Riyadh for the curtain closer on the Asian Tour season. So let's remind you of how the leaderboard looks as we head back to the final round action.
And as it was back on the tee, the predominant breeze, gently just coming from right to left.
Par 10 for Yono. Cannot make mistakes inside of 6-8 feet on the putting green today.
142 yards left for the Swede. Breeze still coming off the right, quartering slightly, touch of hurt in the air now.
𝗚𝗢𝗡𝗧𝗬. Oh.
So a little uphill to start and then just kick side heel from left to right in the last third of this putt's journey.
He might just need some access baggage if he's going to putt like that.
This would be a fantastic response, not only to Bjorn Hellgren's birdie, but also to the klutzy little four at the previous hole. Similar looking putt for Thompson, works from left to right.
Yeah, we knew it was going to be a good contest today, and that's exactly how it's proving. Well done, Jack Thompson.
Irvin Chang to make the turn 3 under par on the Saturday.
This would be quite a par for Ahmad Beg if he can knock this one in. Nope. And you'll confirm, Anthony, but I suspect that drops him out of the top 65 again as we watch James Piot. Oh, and he's missed his putt as well. It's all getting very nervy.
I have to say that was a given for a birdie after the spectacular second shot. 𝗖𝗢𝗠𝗡𝗚. Well, doing the right thing today, not making too many mistakes. 2 birdies and a bogey on his scorecard. 1 under par, but needs to pick up a few more strokes. Second shot into 14 will help him.
Just to update you and the boys on the bubble, Ahmad Beg is the man in 65th place. Pitchakun is outside, Piot is outside, Shichang Chan is outside.
The amateur from Morocco with a bright future in front. Currently a college student, ranked 63rd on the World Amateur Golf Rankings. Very respectable, and that is in the hole for Adam.
Second hole and one of the day, and how delighted is the young Moroccan.
Good place to be hitting his 3rd shot from into this par 5. Yeah, good touch by Irvin. Yeah, going for the green in 2, blew it well right. Just a bit of a trouble with the gaps in the trees and took the only route available to him. But still a decent look out of birdie. Jonathan Wiono. With the wind, it's going to help him just to drift the ball right into the hole location. Not a well-played shot.
He really has been battling well. He moves to 18 under. He's now 3rd on his own.
For par for Chansa Chang. It's going to be a round of 2 under par. Right now sitting at 67th, so he's going to be a lot of scoreboard watching on Chan's side.
Jonathan Wiono of Indonesia. Well, this looks good. Oh, yes, thank you very much. Just what I needed.
For birdie for Irvin Chang. Just when 𝗖𝗢𝗠𝗠𝗨𝗡𝗚 claimed solo 3rd with his birdie, Irvin Chang just making that a bit sour. It's a 2-way tie at 3rd.
Got to come over just the corner of that left-hand bunker, but there's ample green with which to work to this back left pin.
Another man who really needs birdies, Matthew Chung from Hong Kong. This at 15. Nope.
You just need a little bit more force to ensure that the blades of grass don't wrap around the hosel and sort of twist that club face. He's made thousands of these in practice. It's just about replicating it when it matters most.
Well, we did not expect that mistake. That one really came out of nowhere for the Aussie. Oh, and the look of pain on his face says it all.
A decent place to be chipping from if you're going to miss the green at this 12th. This is just straight uphill from where he is. Yeah, a simple shot.
Too easy. Too easy.
A par putt for 𝗚𝗥𝗢𝗪𝗜𝗡𝗚.
Evan Chang from Kuala Lumpur for birdie at 11. Oh, big putt. Bogey putt for Wiono. Oh, that's a double at just the wrong time, if there's ever a good time to make a double.
He's in the left rough, but a very clean angle towards this back right pin. Just 112 yards left for the tall American. It's going to be a releasing lie. This is all kinds of problematic and very awkward for Bjorn Hellgren. 130 yards to the hole. There's no point in trying to advance this one up towards the green. It's just a bunker shot, as it were, trying to get it back onto the fairway to a reasonable number where he can get up and down for par.
Big putt for Ahmad Beg. Yep, big putt. Takes him back inside the magic number, 65.
Got to land it maybe 15 feet short, 18 feet short, and just let it chase.
Oh, it's the flagstick. A little bit of a break there after the bad slice of luck.
Evan Chang not doing any favors to his playing partner 𝗚𝗢𝗠𝗠𝗠𝗚. Birdie attempt. 𝗚𝗢𝗠𝗠𝗠𝗠, fourth place finish, not enough. Needs to be at least two-way tie for third to have a chance.
At last, a second birdie of the round for Charles Porter. He moves to 18 under par, tied for fourth.
This is a slick putt straight down the slope, and he needs to start at outside left edge because it bends to the right.
Whoa, that really is a bonus for the Swede, isn't it? He gets away with a par 4. Thompson holds out for his 4. Bjorn Hellgren and Jack Thompson, they've been playing partners on all 4 rounds, and they're separated by just 1 shot. You're watching final round highlights of the Saudi Open presented by PIF, held for the first time at the 𝗖𝗢𝗠𝗡𝗚 Golf and Country Club in Riyadh. I'm Dougie Donnelly, and alongside me in the commentary booth is Anthony Kang. Timothy Lowe is following the leaders. So here's how things stand as we head back to the action. Well played, Charles Porter. Is he about to launch a birdie challenge? 𝗚𝗢𝗠𝗠𝗠𝗠𝗚 for par.
Got the signal from caddy Graham Peacock that this is his sand wedge, so it should be a similar shot to the one that Porter played, just a little dead arm one. Try and flight it down and take some spin off.
Oh, what a golf shot. What a golf shot. Pretty good shot in from James Pyer at 16. Can he convert the chance? No. Oh, what a missed opportunity that is for the young American.
And birdie to finish in this final round for 𝗚𝗢𝗓𝗓𝗓. I think he's going to be okay. What a final round. It just started out. He's thinking it could be one of those days with those 2 bogeys in the first 3 holes, but things turned around after the hole-in-one at the 7th. All the best to 𝗚𝗢𝗓𝗓𝗓. Hopefully it's good enough.
Yeah, very nicely manufactured to give himself this look, just a little off the right.
Something magical required here, Anthony.
Absolutely. To earn his spot on the Asian Tour next year, full playing rights, this shot has to go in.
Yeah, sadly never really gave it a chance.
Urban Chang, his birdie attempt, but downhill. Yeah. Well rolled. Helgren with his birdie.
Yeah, he's going to need some finesse here. Pretty rapid from the back right edge of this green. Movement off the left as well. Just one of those you're focused in on pace, trying to snuggle one up close. Big moments here for Jack Thompson. Was a very nice 7-9. He played pretty flat from here. Movement will be coming off his right. Guarantee you if this one drops, it'll feel just as good as any of the other 2 threes he's recorded already on the previous 2 holes.
Par attempt for 𝗖𝗢𝗓𝗓𝗓, currently in 65th place. Well done. All the point spread at this bottom end is a decimal points.
The champion-elect and the Order of Merit, Kazuki Higa.
Lips not going to be an issue for Jack. Just 119 yards to the front edge, 129 to the flagstick. Breeze is helping as well.
Just short of the green and the green side bunker, but this, once he gets on the green, it is uphill.
$80 yards to the hole, slight downhill lie. Again, helping breeze, maybe coming a little off the right.
This is some performance by the young Malaysian coming in here outside the Order of Merit. And his previous best this season was a 10th in Macau. Here he is, commanding the 3rd spot on the leaderboard.
Yeah, well, that'd been unkind. 75th in the Order of Merit. You probably wouldn't have tipped him as one of the likely players to make it. And that's, as I say, not being unkind, but he's been superb and continues to be superb. Whoa!
Just one of those where you need to send on good line with good pace and sort of hope for the best, really.
Come on, ball.
This is a comfortable looking putt, just turns gently in the last couple of feet to the left. It's a putt he can sort of freewheel, really.
Oh, that was a great roll. All right, in good position off the tee. 𝗚𝗥𝗢𝗧𝗜. All he has to do is just hit the green. Hopefully in the back half, just to make the putt a little easier. Oh, what a shot by 𝗖𝗢𝗠𝗪𝗜𝗡. Just stamping his place.
Downhill, should still want to mosey right at the cup. But just for his sanity, he needs to see one of these critical putts drop.
Oh, just for a moment there, but it does drop.
This back nine for 𝗖𝗢𝗠𝗪𝗡 hasn't been without its adversity. A bogey and a double bogey prior to reaching this final hole. Current projection has him at 64th. All right, 𝗖𝗢𝗠𝗪𝗡 𝗚𝗥𝗢𝗪𝗡 still alive for his finish of top 3 to retain his card on the Asian Tour for next year. Sean Ramos, who started the week right on that number at 65th on the order of merit. It hasn't gone the way he had planned.
86 to the hole, breeze off the right, and the green naturally slopes from right to left. So you can aim this at the TV tower, carry it a few yards on, and it will tumble along.
Oh. Or you can do that.
Third shot for 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 at the 18th for himself too. This shot has to go in.
Oh, that was so close.
Well, did not get up and down from a similar spot yesterday. Jack Thompson just 47 yards. Play a low little skipper here. Got to find a 3.
Giving himself a chance.
You know what? If he converts this putt, which he did, it's going to be extremely close.
Too little, too late, surely, for James Piot. Oh, and he misses it anyway. What a disappointing day for the American. A 73, 1 over par, and that after making an eagle early on when you really thought that was him off and running. And he's not going to do enough, I'm afraid.
This one will slide a little from left to right, and again with solid contact should get a little check on the first or second bounce. To my eye, it looks like a fairly straight putt, and even if there's a tinge of movement in it, he can play this with a little bit more pace, try and negate that.
Needed it. Needed that one.
Well, made harder work of this 15th hole than he needed, but again, Bjorn Helgren rolls this one in. He's another step closer to the clubhouse and a title.
He's been very solid, Bjorn Helgren. And he remains 2 clear with 3 to play. You're watching final round highlights of the Saudi Open presented by PIF, the final stop on the 2025 Asian Tour season. Excitement is building at the 𝗖𝗢𝗓𝗓 Golf and Country Club as we take a look at the leaderboard heading into the final few holes.
This one you've definitely got to give a good welly as it works its way up that fairly steep slope. Get it inside of 3 feet, be pretty pleased with that.
Just about 3 feet. 𝗚𝗢𝗠𝗡𝗠, if this goes in, and if he eagles the final hole,
just statistically unlikely to make it from here, but with holes running out, maybe this is the time to throw caution to the wind and just hope for the best, really.
he chipped in at the 12th.
He's limping over the line, you might say. But it's very hard to replicate the pressure of doing it to win a tournament, or have a chance of winning a tournament, isn't it? As if I would know. Well done, Bjorn Helgren.
Jack Thompson's got this to remain 2 back with 2 to play.
Go on, knock it in, Kazuki. Win it in style. And he has. A great season for the Japanese player. And he becomes the first Japanese to win the Asian Tour Order of Merit, and of course does the double because he's a former Japanese Order of Merit #1.
Well, as he did yesterday, Jack Thompson rehearsing that little Patrick Reed-esque helicopter follow-through. Even with this breeze that helps, and from the left you need to cut this a good 40-50 yards if you start it left of the trees.
That'll do.
Just a firm enough base, not quite stony hard pan where the club's going to bounce off and into the ball. It can place like a long explosion shot with lots of speed.
Well, this putt for Ratchanapong, it will tie 𝗚𝗢𝗠𝗡 in the top 3.
Ian was very happy to see his ball on the edge of the green. Long, slow one for Thompson's eagle. Works up to that tiny plateau where the hole is cut today. Should be moving off the right once it gets there. And he rolls this one in without jinxing it. Might have one hand on the trophy, because even if Thompson birdies, he's got a 2-shot cushion playing the closing par 5.
Now it's going to be a par to finish for Jazz for a round of 2 under par. Currently standing in 6th place.
Well, the term must make on a final round is often overused, but this certainly is a must make for Jack Thompson.
He's made it. A long-awaited birdie. First one since the 8th hole for the Aussie. And it gets him within 1. It's not over yet.
No, absolutely game on, especially at this par 5. Now 𝗚𝗢𝗠𝗡. Didn't really give it a scare, but it's been a wonderful week for The young Malaysian.
To start the week at 75th, 10 places outside those who keep the guard, and to get the job done. Well done, Erwin. Power putt for 𝗚𝗢𝗠𝗡𝗚. A 68 leaves him in fourth, and that's not going to be enough.
256 yards to the front edge of the green. Breeze pretty much straight off the right here, neither helping nor hurting.
Ooh, that doesn't look too good.
A little bit of adrenaline coursing through his veins. Need to start this far enough right. You try to hit that low bullet cut. Just started a little bit further left. That's going to be okay.
Yeah, he's putting.
Hardly any cushion underneath this, so he's got to play this with enough force and energy to get it popping up in the air. Well, it's unlikely, but this would certainly make things very interesting. Doesn't have to worry about getting it there. It's downhill, should have the pace.
It's a good attempt, isn't it? A really good attempt.
Not so bad for a golfer who learned to swing through YouTube, watching Tiger Woods and Adam Scott and Ernie Els.
If only it was that easy, we'd all be doing it. Well done, Charles Porter. A good week, and maybe 2026 will be the year that he gets his first Asian Tour win. So is this to be the final winning putt of the 2025 season? Bjorn Helgren to win the Saudi Open. And it is. It's a winning birdie for the Swede. His first win on the Asian Tour. A round of 67, and Bjorn Helgren breathes a sigh of relief. That was a tough old contest, not just today, but over the 4 days. And he's played every one of those rounds with the man that he's seen off here, Jack Thompson. Well, Jack Thompson couldn't have done much better. A closing birdie. He's kept his cards for next year, and that was always the main priority. And of course he'll be disappointed. He'll have to wait a little while longer for his first Asian Tour win. But it's Bjorn Helgren's day, the final winner of the season, and a ceremonial soaking for the Swede. A wonderful contest today between Bjorn Helgren and Jack Thompson, who played together in all 4 rounds. In the end, it was Helgren's 67, which edged out the Australian by 1 shot, with Charles Porter and Erwin Chang tied for 3rd. So let's hear from the man who's just won on the Asian Tour for the very first time.
Super happy. I mean, finally, I'm not gonna say I was doubting myself, but I've been leading tournaments before in these past 5 years, and never got it done before, so couldn't have done it without Graham, my caddy. He kept me calm for, you know, and present for especially today. So I'm very proud of myself, my team, and especially my family that's, you know, keep pushing me.
And here's how the Asian Tour's Order of Merit 2025 finishes. Kazuki Higa, the first Japanese champion, holding off Scott Vincent in 2nd place. And Bjorn Helgren's win today takes him into the top 6. So let's hear from our champion, Kazuki Higa.
もう率直にすごい嬉しい気持ちでいっぱいです。ただね、たくさん応援してくれた方の応援のなんていうんですかね、お結果として応えることができてすごい嬉しいです。
So yeah, firstly I'm very happy, just very happy, and I just wanted to thank all the support I had the whole year, and it's very grateful, yeah.
Well, it really has been a most enjoyable week here at the 𝗖𝗄𝗓 Golf and Country Club outside Riyadh. Some great golf on a fascinating golf course. Congratulations to Bjorn Helgren and, of course, to Kazuki Higa. Another year to remember on the Asian Tour. We look forward to you joining us again in 2026. Bye-bye for now.
Fantastic stuff from Julian 𝗖𝗢𝗠𝗠𝗨.
Ole Schneider-Jones' victory will feel very special.
What a win for Ryan Peake.
Impressive performance by Carlos Ortiz.
Fabulous. What a Sunday for 𝗖𝗢𝗠𝗏.
That's the way to clinch a victory.
Sweet victory for 𝗖𝗢𝗠𝗏𝗡𝗠𝗡𝗏.
Well done, Scott Vincent.
Perfection for Prati Tianchai and Pondok Indah. Higa wins his second Shinhan Donghae Open title. Kazuki Higa goes back-to-back in Chinese Taipei. Stunning performance. Ratanon Wanasrijan.
Wade Ormsby has won the Jakarta International on the first playoff hole.
Dominic Foos, the champion at the SJM Macau Open. Magnificent Miguel Tabuena.
Magical McKibben, 27 under par. What a win for Yosuke Asaji.
𝗖𝗢𝗠𝗏𝗡𝗚 wins his first Asian Tour title.
What a performance by 𝗚𝗢𝗢𝗓𝗓𝗏. Well done, Scotty Vincent.
Pusit Supaprapai wins the Bharat Classic.
Bjorn Helgren, it's a winning birdie for the Swedes. A terrific season for the Order of Merit champion Kazuki Higa.